Now, this little video is a clarification of my first video, because people have been asking, why is he making such a big deal of the fact you have to stick your guitar on your opposing knee, right hand is on your left knee, etc. Well, the reason is that it makes it easier to play the bar chord, and the bar chords are everything, as I said. Some people think they're not, but they are. So, you know, doing that on your right knee, very much more difficult, because it's you have to screw your hand up there and slump over the guitar, and also it slides around if you sit it on your hand playing knee. The right hand is your right knee, and also it stretches when you're barring. It stretches the tendons at the back of your arm. So you need to put your guitar on your opposing knee, or left knee in my case, in order to bar easily, as I said in my original video. Now, next point. Some people find the barring difficult even so. The reason for that difficulty is, I would say, that you're not holding your first finger at the right position on the bottom of your frets there. Now, just rest, I would say, rest just on the edge there, just on the edge. Rest just at the top of the fleshy part. The fleshy part there, right? Don't try to put the tip of your finger over the top of the first string there, because then that will force it down onto the bony part, right? And it is much easier to press these two strings down there with the fleshy part, and then use the overhanging bit of the tip of your finger on the string there, the first string there. Now that is to do my famous first shape, if you remember. Now that one. Now put the fleshy bit of your finger there and there, and use whatever you've got left to put on there, rather than forcing the tip of your finger onto there and putting the bony bit on there. Now, I don't know how clear that is, but it's a lot clearer, I'm hoping, than it was before. Now these two positions here are just that. Now, ignoring the first finger, are just this and then add that, and you have got now for the second essential shape, and the only essential shape, as I say, this one. Do the same again, except use the fleshy bits. In fact, still keep the fleshy bit of your finger there on the top, the top of the fretboard and adjust and press these down accordingly with the fleshy bit of your finger. And then the way I do this is just by these three things here, just by bending my little finger back and just spacing it on those three strings. Now that might take a bit of practice, but it is easy, trust me. Just on those, the little end of your little finger in this way. So that one, I say, is okay. Now that is just with the little finger, and that is with the big finger, and you've got, so you've got your famous three chords. You've got the root on any scale, which in the first video I called chord 1. You have got the root on the second thickest string. The root for this one was on the first thickest string. Now the root for this one, that one, hold on, that one is on the second thickest string, right? So you've got, now this is the fourth position on any scale, which in the original video I called chord 2. Then if you remember, you slide your finger up 2 frets with the same second shape. Now that is the 5th position on any scale. Now, again, that is really all you need to be told, right? Rest the guitar on your opposing knee in order to play the bar chords properly. Stick with the bar chords. And as I say, you'll be able to earn a living, whether you start with your 13, 16, 19, 30, 40, or any other age until the day you die. Now, for anyone who's interested, you can, well, I mean, me with the size of my big hands, I can get a 24 chords out of just those 2 shapes and moving up 12 frets. Now this is your F major, this is your A sharp major, this is your F sharp major or G flat major, this is your B major, this is your G major, this is your C major, this is your G sharp major or A flat major, and this is your C sharp major or D flat major. This is your this is your A major, this is your D major, this is your A sharp major or B flat major, this is your D sharp major or E flat major, this is your B major, this is your E major, this is your C major, this is your G major, this is your C sharp major or D flat major, and this is your G sharp major, F sharp major or G flat major. This is your D major, this is your G major, this is your D sharp major or E flat major, This is your G sharp major or A flat major. This is your E major, and this is your A major. Now, you don't really need to know what I've just told you, but for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, that might seem pretty impressive. But the point I'm trying to make is that all you need from those two shapes, you can get, on just from there to there, you can get 24 chords. Now, how many chords do you need? So that's that then. So I hope that clarifies what I said in the first video. Now very shortly, I intend to tell you why the Fender Telecaster, which is the guitar I'm playing here, is the best guitar for all styles. It can be used as a substitute for an acoustic guitar. It can play jazz. It can play rock and roll. It can play country. It can play heavy metal. What else can it play? Oh, and it can play arty-farty noise music as well. So if you're interested in that. Anyway, so I'll leave that one with you. See how you feel about it. And I will be back shortly. Okay.